the world. Happy New Year, wherever it's appropriate. All right. My last broadcast for 2023 on YouTube. How y'all doing today, man? I hope y'all had a great day. It's a good day for me. Um, I have, I really, as a person, I think I've grown this year. I've seasoned this year. You know, I can say in some instances, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Who is this? Mo Turn, Happy New Year. Steve, man, Happy New Year to me. Uh, man, Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I received that. And man, thank you for your support. I've had 4 people that have really been my backbone this year. Everett, Overton, Laura, Bernie, and Steve. None of the 4 people, man, that have consistently shared, you know, and you know, and at a time when I really needed it. So, you know, and what I've learned from this process is, man, just trust God. Let go. Let go of the stress. Let go of the worry. Let go of the anxiety. Just let it go. Let it go. And let the chips fall where they may. Be right by people. Don't cheat. Don't lie. Don't steal. Don't kind of, you know, be wrong by people. Be right by people, man. And let the chips fall where they may. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. See, because when you be right by people, man, at the end of the day, you can lay your head down and go to sleep. You ain't got to look over your shoulder. You ain't got to be worried about who knocking on your door. You see them people that's cutting corners, that's cheating, that's taking advantage of folk. They ain't got no peace and no rest. Shit, every knock on their door, man, they butthole get tight as a dime. Cause they know they got some shit out there. See, when you doing people wrong, you know you got some shit out there. You just don't know when it's gonna pop up. You know it's out there. And you keep multiplying it. See, you just don't stop with one person. You go buck wild crazy, man. And now you looking all over yourself. So when you constantly looking over your shoulder, trying to see what's behind you, that's when you run into something. Because you ain't see it coming. Because you're too busy trying to cover your tracks. So let me tell you something. In what time? In less than 4 hours, it's going to be a new year. And for some folk, it's just going to be another day. Because the same bullshit that they was doing in 2023, they're going to start out 2024 with the same shit. And I had a nerve to talk about it ain't no good year. When you want to start out, you end up. I saw I saw a post where this lady said she was going to end 2023 drunk. And I said, you're going to start 2024 drunk. If you end 2023 drunk, you drunk when you go into 2024. What, you going to magically sober up? At the strike of midnight, you'll sober up. You'll straighten up. You know. So man, it's been the journey for me. I can honestly say 2023 has been the journey for me because you know when you try to manifest all your ideas that you get and run into a brick wall, that's a sobering experience. It really is. It's a sobering experience. It's a humbling experience. Because remember I told you, ideas always come to you in the finished form. See, an idea ain't gonna show you where the pitfalls are. Idea ain't gonna show you where the hazards are, where the detours are. It just show you, man, if you embrace me, look at what I'm gonna do for you. See, and that's what we get. That's the hype that we get with ideas. See, because we see that finished product. And that's what we go after. You see, and unfortunately, you get a lot of people that when they run into a detour, you know, they throw the towel in. They give up. They give up. And they quit. Cause you know, it didn't manifest like they saw it in their mind. That's another thing that, you know, I learned in 2023. You know, a lot of the stuff that you see, you know, you're going to have to, there's a process to get to that. There's a process. And the question is, are you going to do it in your integrity or are you going to compromise? Those are only two choices you got. You either gonna compromise to get what you want, or you're gonna walk in your integrity. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, most of the time, is the hardest part is walking in your integrity. That's what's taken for granted, not appreciated. You see, and you still got, and you're trying to do it the right way and getting your butt kicked. I mean, they're kicking you in your butt and you're trying to do it the right way. And that joker that's doing it the wrong way is having a field day. You know, they ain't suffering no kind of consequences. But yet you trying to do it right and you got to go by the book. It's a mystery to me, man. It's a mystery to me. I can't explain it. I don't understand it. But that's just how it is. You know, these jokers out here that up to no good, ain't got nothing on their mind. Man, they having a field day. They can cut all kind of corners. and get away with it. Hey, Shop. Hey, man, Happy New Year to you, brother. Happy New Year to you. So, you see, and a lot of y'all need to leave some stuff in 2023. David, what's going on, man? Happy New Year. See, a lot of y'all, I'm telling you, man, it's some folk that's going go to bed evil, nasty, and wake up in a new year just as evil and just as nasty. And oh, wait a minute, let me see what David got here. Let's see what he got. 94.3 through 7. You know, this is appropriate. Matter of fact, let me start from verse 1. This is the 94th Psalm. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongs, O God, to whom vengeance belongs, shine forth. Rise up, O judge of the earth, render punishment to the proud. Lord, how long will the wicked triumph? Man, let me tell you. I mean, right now, right is wrong, wrong is right. That and it's par for the course. And you ain't been hurt until, man, somebody done cheated to beat you. That's one of the worst feelings you could ever have, and get away with it. They cheat to beat you and get away with it. You talking about some pain. Verse 4, they utter speech and speak insolent things. I don't know. I have no idea. Really, you know, don't matter. Because when he closes his eyes, that's the shit he got to deal with. That we all got to go down that route. You know how I like to. They utter speech and speak insolent things. So I like to give a definition to insolent. Insolent, showing a rude and arrogant lack of respect. All right? Insolent, showing a rude and arrogant lack of respect. He said they utter speech and speak insolent things. All the workers of iniquity boast in themselves. Verse 5, they break in pieces your people, O Lord, and afflict your heritage. Verse 6, they slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. Verse 7, yet they say, the Lord does not see, nor does the God of Jacob understand. You know, this is kind of like right now, you got a lot of Christians that are believing like T.D. Jakes, that the blood will cover their sin. See, the blood is the trump card. They free pass to go and sin. But see, what they haven't considered, that sometimes you die in your sin. You see, and you ain't in the blood because you dead in your sin. Your sin killed you. Okay, that's why it's not feasible for people to know better to come out and be doing something, because sometimes you cause destruction to come up on you. You don't get a second chance. And this is what the mistake a lot of people are making, like they got a second chance. And you don't, man. You only got the chance that's in front of you. And either you going to take advantage of it or you ain't. It's just that simple. You see, and unfortunately, because most people are insecure, most people are unsure, okay? They don't follow through. You know, they won't step out. They won't step out on their own. I mean, they won't do it. They won't do it. Right, here we go. Well, Steve, see here again, man. This is, and you're absolutely right. If we heal the families, we'll heal the world. And that's the focus should be on the family. But right now, everybody's so up in arms, and so they got everybody so scared that people don't know who to listen to. See, people are afraid. They see the truth, they can agree with the truth, and still scared. And this is what we got to get rid of, this fear of each other. Because believe it or not, man, you got family members that are scared of each other. And they family and scared of each other. And that's real. That's real. And see, we got to start talking to one another, man. Somebody gonna have to be the bigger person. See, somebody is gonna have to look the other way. Somebody is gonna have to overlook that transgression. Somebody gonna have to do it. Because if everybody still maintain their position, Happy New Year, Jamie. See, if everybody still maintain their position, then we always gonna be at odds. Because don't nobody want to give. And this the problem now, don't nobody want to give. Everybody want to stake their claim. And it ain't no compromise. And then when you do compromise, you go to the extreme. And this is the problem. I mean, we can look at nature and see we out of balance. We out of balance, man. Because we don't know how to work together. We don't know how to talk to each other. We don't know how to trust each other. That's the problem. That's the problem. And see, and as long as you can't trust each other, thank you, Jamie. But listen, as long as you don't trust each other, you ain't gonna talk to each other. And see, and because you don't trust each other, now you still got to be making the rich richer. Because you ain't cool with this here. See, you're going to go where you know it's sure. And as long as they keep us isolated, we still got to be dependent on them. Because we won't talk to each other. See, we won't discuss with each other. But we will depend on them for our needs. And we just make them richer. And they know we like sheep. So they can tell us anything, just keep us scared. And they got control over us. It's just that simple. All they got to do is keep us scared. And they got control. And see, I'm gonna show you how scared you are. You'll throw the baby out with the bathwater. Okay? That's what you do. See, when you're scared, you throw the baby out with the bathwater. I keep telling y'all, this is about good versus evil. It ain't race. It ain't politics. It's good versus evil. You got good people and you got bad people in all of the races. And what they doing is just lumping everybody together and throwing the baby out with the bathwater. They ain't taking the baby out the water. See, they throwing the baby and the water out. That's it. Once all teenagers, they bad. You know, you can have a group of honor roll kids walking your way. And because of your perception, your butthole tighten up. Because now you done lump them into everybody, with everybody. You ain't looking at them as if, and see, that's another thing y'all need to start doing for 2024. You need to start looking at people individually. You know, I had this homeless girl just a couple of days ago come up in the hotel. And I was going out, and she followed me. And I said, "What's up?" She said, "I'm trying to get some help." I said, "Really?" And then she started pulling right. And then she talking about, "Well, you know, I'm pregnant and I'm this and that." I said, "Look, I don't need your sob story. If you're pregnant, where he at?" And she wasn't even showing. You know? And then she started cussing. "Don't talk to me like that." I said, "It's the best thing for you to do is go on and get out, because, you know, you barking up the right tree." And she gonna start cussing and all. No, man. See, a lot of y'all scared to ask questions. All you do is falling for these sob stories. And you got, listen, slavery was designed to be permanent, through the status of the mother. If that mother was enslaved, everything she birthed was a slave, even if she was raped. Well, what's predicated? No. So, but what's predicated on the status of the mother now? Welfare. Federal government say, black man, have as many babies as you want, with as many different women as you want. As long as you ain't in the house overnight, we're going to give them welfare. And now, you got from generation to generation stuck in the mindset of something for nothing. That's what's going on today. All of this crime is from the mindset of something for nothing. That's what it's all about. And we're not addressing that. We're not showing them no other way. Because we're trying to take punishment and use that as a correction. And it ain't working. Because if it was, crime wouldn't be out of control. So obviously, you need to try something different. Because what you've been trying ain't working. And the proof is in the pudding. Let me say that again. And the proof is in the pudding. Hell, car insurance right now in D.C. is out the roof. We only hurting ourselves. You know, you chasing all of the crime, all of the business. You're hurting yourself. You ain't hurting them. You hurting yourself. And too dumb to see it. Too dumb to see. You're hurting yourself. D.C. should be the friendliest place in the world because we the nation's capital. We shouldn't be running nobody away. Man, we should be the friendliest city in the world because people are coming to us to spend money and we chasing them away. Make it make sense to me, because it don't make no sense to me. But see, they don't want that narrative told. We need to take advantage of this tourism. No, I haven't heard from Bernie, man. I haven't heard from Bernie. No, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I heard from Bernie. But I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. I'm sure. I hope all is well with him. I hope all is well. But you know, again, man, we got 3.5 hours before a new year. And some of y'all need to be making up your minds now. Where you gonna draw the line? See, that's the problem. Because people take it for granted that they can say any and everything to you. And you good with it. And then you go home and you mad and upset. Instead of correcting it right then and there. You got to teach people how to treat you, man. It's just that simple. And see, and a lot of folks, isn't this interesting? Now, you got people that don't give a damn about your feelings and how they treat you, but yet you trying to be civil with them. You give them more priority than they give you. I mean, come on. Well, sometimes you have to treat people how you have to teach people how to treat you. And sometimes that ain't pleasant. Sometimes that is not pleasant when you teaching people how you want to be treated. They'll get the point. You know, they keep running into that brick wall. They'll get the point. Eventually, they'll get it. But the question is, why is it that you always have to be the one that make the sacrifice? That's the question. Why is it that you always got to be the one coming up short? Why is that? Why is it always you coming up short? And when it's their turn, they got an excuse. But they won't accept your excuses. But when it's their turn, oh man, all their excuses work. And you can't be upset about it. And when it comes your turn, you going to get screwed. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all probably done experienced that this year. You always the one coming up short. And the first one on the speed dial. Be the first one they call. But when it come time to divvy up shit, you coming up short. But they can depend on you. See, and know that, and that's when they take you for granted. See, and see, a lot of y'all need to put your foot down. For the people who've been taking you for granted. They took you for granted in 2023, and they're going to start 2024 taking you for granted. Because you scared to put your foot down. You scared to offend them. But yet, you walk around in offense. But you ain't going to offend them. It's a new year, man. It's a new way of doing things. And some of y'all need to draw the line in the sand. Enough is enough. Okay? Hola! Thank you. But no, seriously, man. Why keep going from one year to the next? See, look. If you end up in 2023, Happy New Year, Nicole. Happy New Year. Where you started out at, you didn't grow. Okay? If you end up where you started out, you didn't grow. You haven't grown at all. And that's what you got. Some people, as long as they can line up and they got good benefits, they happy. They content. They'll stay in this position for the rest of their life, as long as they got some good benefits and a vacation and some sick days. That works for them. You know, that's what works for some people. You can't fault them. They don't want the responsibility. They don't have the creativity. Okay? Hey, David, happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. So you know, again, what are you taking into 2024? You know, what are you going to take? Are you going to take the same old stingy, cold heart you had in 2023? I mean, seriously. You know, are you going to take that same old nasty attitude you had in 2023 into 2024? Are you? And some of y'all, you know, that old cheating spirit, are you going to take that from 2023 into 2024? And see, and a lot of these people be calling on the name of Jesus and just as corrupt as they want to be in Jesus' name. And Jesus don't even know him. I saw this boy out in Denver. What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, the quarterback. Quarterback in Denver. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. Right? Talking about God got him. Man, God ain't got you. If God had you, you wouldn't be walking around with your wife half naked. If God had you, and now that you're back up against the wall and shit getting ready to hit the fan, you want to start calling up God ain't nowhere near you, man. God ain't listening to you. God don't want to hear that. Because you can't even cover your wife up. And how you think God gonna cover you? And you can't even cover your wife up. And you talking about God got you. God ain't nowhere near you. You see? And that's the first thing a lot of these so-called quote-unquote Christians think they want to get out here and sin, and God gonna be there. God gonna... Hey, let me show y'all this. Man, in fact, this just leads right into the to New Year's. This you know, in the first Proverbs, verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? Now let's look up that word simplicity. I told y'all I don't want to take nothing for granted. Simplicity. This the state of being simple, uncomplicated. Okay? How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? Acting a fool, right? For scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn at my rebuke. See, God be rebuking us. But a lot of times we don't accept it. See, because your conscience be eating at you, but you gonna go with your ego. See, you override your conscience with your ego. Surely I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make my words known to you. Because I have called and you refuse, I've stretched out my hand and no one regarded. Because you disdain all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your terror comes. When your terror comes like a storm and your destruction like a whirlwind. You don't think Breonna Taylor was praying her butt off when they was shooting up her place? Think about that. Would you be praying? All them bullets flying? How come God then and God then told you, get away from that man? They wasn't looking for her, they were looking for him. And God then told you, get away from him. Oh no. No. You like the way he scratch your itch. You wasn't listening to God. And seeing some of y'all right now in relationships because you wouldn't listen. And now you regret it. And your spirit tried to tell you, don't do it. But you was head over heel in lust. That's all it was, lust. It wasn't love, it was lust. And look how you done mess your life up. And some of them done lost their life because they hooked up with the wrong person. See, that's what it is. I'm telling y'all, man, draw the line in 2024. Everybody can't go with you to your promised land. And some of y'all need to be shedding baggage right now, getting rid of some people. Because they always got drama around them, and you've been trying to be sympathetic and helpful. And they always got drama. What's going on? Man, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. That's just the way it is, man. Anyway, I'm going to give y'all an hour. I'm going to give you an hour. I'm going to give you an hour, boy. But no, man, you need to put your foot down in 2024. You need to put your foot down, man. Some stuff that you just ain't gonna tolerate. You ain't taking no more. You ain't starting New Year off crying and worried and upset. If they want to go, let them go. Let them go. Matter of fact, listen, let me tell you something. That joker that's trying to get out, okay? Okay, all right. Hey, man, I ain't mad at you, brother. Listen. That joker that you can't never do nothing right, always got a complaint about what you do, even when you trying to do, you done your best and it wasn't good enough. See, they looking for an out. They looking for a reason to jump ship. And you need to go on and just cut them off at the pass. Look here, man, why don't you just go on and leave? Since I ain't good enough for you, go on and leave. And most of y'all scared to say, go on and leave, because you're going to miss the sex. See, that's what you don't want. That's the reason you in it, because it's good sex. So you put up with the crap because they scratching your itch. See, you'll be surprised how many people putting up with crap because they getting their itch scratched. That's why they tolerate it, because they getting their itch scratched. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. See, because now you don't know who you can trust. So once they find somebody they can trust, they put up with the crap. They put up with the crap. Uh-oh, somebody done said something. It must be explosive, because it's sure enough. Let me see what you got here. It's sure enough cut off, boy. I ain't lying, they cut off. Let's see what we got here. Oh man, I done hit 1600. Okay. Okay, I done hit 1600. All right. I done hit 1600. Man, that's good. Thank you. Some of these female only love these scumbags. Love them. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, see, you see, listen, man, listen. This is what we, for whatever reason, fail to realize. Everybody, I don't care who you are, got some kind of sexual need. Let me say that again. Everybody, I don't care who you are, got some kind of sexual need, man. And some people can handle it, and some can't. The ones that can't are the ones addicted to porn and doing all that other crazy stuff because they can't handle that energy. All right? And see, and listen, and see, and keep telling people, man, the one energy that you don't want to play with is that sex energy. Okay? You don't want to play with that. Why? Because if man is created in the image of God, I didn't say that. That's what God said. Man is created in his image. Well, what do you use to create in the image of God? Sex. That's why God wants you to be married. When you have sex. Because he can ordain that. He can't ordain wrong. He can only ordain right. See, so if we created in the image of God, and look, and so listen, and look how people, the disrespect that they have for sex now. And who you think they're disrespecting? God. And if you think this ain't powerful, when they having that orgasm, who they calling? Oh God! Oh Lord, have mercy! They calling God. When you think about it, when it get good to you, who you calling? God. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, God. That's what you calling. That's who you calling. That's who you calling. God. That's who you calling God. Because in that energy, that's how we produce in his image. God. If man is made in the image of God, look at how we use that. Look, this is how we do it. So now, if you pervert that, what you think you're going to get? Whoa. Oh, you ain't up there? Oh, but you better, I don't know if I would have told that. I don't know if I would have shared that, Devin. I don't know if I would have shared that one, boy. You might have shot yourself in the foot there, buddy. Hey, you just shot yourself in the foot, boy. God damn. Shit. Don't never tell nobody what your weaknesses are. No, no, don't tell that one. Don't tell that one. Don't you ever let that one out no more. No. Shit, they done lost all the curiosity now, because you done told them, yeah, I ain't never, oh, shit, I'm wasting my time over here. Oh boy. But seriously though, hey, think about it, man. When it get good to you, who you calling on? Okay, all right. Who you calling on? God. Man, woman, man or woman. If you get good, they calling on God. Why? Why are you calling God? Okay. Oh well, I ain't got nothing to do with that, brother. I have nothing to do with that, brother. I have nothing to do with that. I don't have no advice for you. I don't have no advice for you on that, brother. You got to work that out yourself. I ain't got no advice for you. Work that out yourself, man. Yeah, work that out yourself. Yeah, you better learn some more tricks. That's all I can tell you. If you can't do one thing, you better learn you some more tricks, boy. Yeah, learn you some more tricks. You better be good at something. That's it. That's all you can do. Hell, if you ain't good at one thing, you better be good at something else. That's just the way it works. That's how you keep the balance. That's funny. I wouldn't tell nobody that. But anyway, but no, man. Because we have degraded the and demonized the act of sex itself. This is why we have all the perversion that we have. And notice the majority of the perversion is around sex. It's around sex. Who they want to have sex with. That's the whole issue, is who they want to have sex with. That's how powerful that energy is, man. Okay? Okay? Well, it's degraded, man, because you have allowed that low energy to seep in. You know that you know what's the word I'm looking for? You've allowed different attitudes to take precedence over the norm. And when it boils down to it, there's only two genders, male or female. I don't care what you say. Let me show you how these people lie to themselves, okay? Listen, let's just take two women, okay? Now, they have to use a strap-on, which ain't real. And that other woman, one is pretending to be something she ain't, and the other one is enjoying something that ain't real. And you say you're in love. How's that? how is that? How you in love with some shit that ain't real? And you're wondering why it ain't working. Take two men. One of them is pretending to be something that they ain't. I mean, seriously. They pretending to be something that they're not. They in love with plastic. It ain't real. And you in love with it. And you don't find that to be unusual. You in love with something that ain't real. And you trying to be something that you ain't. But you in love. I rest my case. Because look at the deception. And you call it love. When you're pretending to be something that you ain't. I have no idea. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea. Can't be real if everything that you're operating is false. How is the pleasure gonna be real? When everything else is false, how you gonna get real out of false? How you get real out of false? How you get real out of plastic? Because that's all the strap on it, nothing but plastic. I don't know, my man, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Had no idea. The body wasn't designed to respond to something that wasn't real. It wasn't designed for that. You know, see, when a man, listen, let me tell you something. When a dude is having some good sex, notice he don't have a whole lot of health issues. Have y'all noticed that? When a man really is having some good sex, because that energy, see, that's something, the yin and the yang is coming together. That plastic ain't producing nothing. Ain't producing nothing. Even the friction that it's producing ain't real. Okay? No. So how you get in love with something that ain't real? That's all I want to know. How you in love with something that ain't real? Now you done went from the poo nanny to the butthole. And your pleasure palace now is the butthole. And it wasn't designed for that. And you in love with a butthole. The nastiest cavity of the body. One of them. That's what you in love with. Okay? Well, see, here's the reason AIDS is rampant among black women. Because you had a lot of men that want to have that jailhouse sex. First thing they want to do is violate a woman's butt. But before they touch that poo nanny, they want the butthole. That's how AIDS became rampant among black women. Because so many men was out for that jailhouse sex. That's all it is. That's all it is. Jailhouse sex. And that's why they walking around with their pants hanging down. And you can say what you want, but eventually, if that cavity was only designed for exit, and you still got something to keep trying to enter, something gonna give. Some giving. Yeah, some given. And seriously, man, I mean, what kind of mindset do you have to have for your pleasure palace is a shithole? You realize how you got to psych yourself out to enjoy that? You realize what you got to do to your mind to enjoy that? I mean, really. Okay? Seriously, think about it. And now that bacteria is coming back up into your bloodstream. That's what you sticking your dick off into bacteria. And you wonder why your immune system is breaking down. Like all of these youngins talking about they eating out groceries. That's bacteria, man. That's bacteria that's breaking down your immune system. And you're wondering why you're having health problems. Because look at the bacteria that you are ingesting into your system, and you think it's cute. You think it's funny. See, that's the ignorance that we got to deal with. Stuff that's killing us is what we glamorize. See, that's what we idolize. Let me see what this statement is. When it come up like this, I said, oh, somebody done said something. Let's see. What's said here? Let me see what this statement is. Well, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. Bacteria. Same thing. Bacteria. Bacteria. And see, when I was coming up was when the sexual revolution was coming. I mean, you could meet somebody and in one day you was having sex. That's how easy it was. And then the STDs start sneaking in because people start going buck wild crazy. But there was a time, boy, you could meet somebody in an hour, in less than an hour. You could be getting it in, because that's how easy and free it was. So, like most of the women in their 70s and 80s, easy. They're easy. They easy. They easy. They don't put up like they easy. You got to know what generation you dealing with. Them late 60s, 70s, 80s, easy. 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 It ain't a lot. It don't take a lot for them. Because that's just the way they was raised. That's just the way they was raised. And what they say, old tricks die hard. That old stuff die hard, man. What time is it? 9:05. Boy, we got less than 3 hours for a new day, a new year. This is, man. I'm grateful for the experience that 2023 has given me this year. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, for real. That's just the way it was. Just the way it was. Yeah, you got that shot, it was over. But this stuff that they passing out now, shoot. It wouldn't behoove you, boy. You don't know who. And sometimes the better they look, the more dangerous they are. Them the ones them pretty ones and them handsome ones, Them the ones that the carriers. They are the carriers, and because somebody tainted them, they're going to get as many people as they can. They don't care no more because somebody tainted them. So they trying to taint as many people as they can. That's why you got to be real careful now about some easy sex. You got to be real careful when it comes down to that easy sex, man. Because that's the shit that will kill you. That easy sex. Sure will. Sure will. Come real easy for you, man, you better throw up a red flag. Say, wait a minute. If it's this easy for me, who else has it been this easy for? Okay? Well, it's you know, again, man. Again, it's still gonna boil down to communication. And that's what a lot of people don't want to do, is sit down and talk. A lot of people, they want to rush. They're in a hurry to get to their bed. They ain't trying to talk, get to know people. They want to get to their bed. Then once they get in their bed, then they trying to get to know. That might be too late. Might be too late. Okay? Okay. All right. Hold on a second. All right. Okay. Okay. So that's, you know, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, y'all. Just the way it is. 2023 is in the books. And 3 hours and 41 minutes, it'll be in the books. It'll be history. And see, here's the thing. There's nothing you can do to change what happened in 2023. But now you still can have an impact on 2024. See, that's what people don't realize. A lot of folk that are stressing over their past, don't want to let nothing go. Ain't nothing you stressing out over, ain't nothing you holding on to that you can do anything about. You can't go back in your past and try to fix anything, to change anything. Matter of fact, your faith only works in your future. Let me say that again. Your faith don't work in your past. Your faith can only work in your future. And what are you putting out? Well, why don't you get a financial advisor, man? Sound like that's what you need to me. Instead of you trying to do a whole bunch of shit, why don't you just go get you a financial advisor? And they'll tell you exactly what you need to do. That's an easy fix. That's a real easy fix. Just get a financial advisor. And they'll tell you everything you need to do. Now the question is, are you going to have the discipline to do what they tell you you need to do? That's the $1 million question right there. Okay? Some things ain't complicated. And that ain't complicated. Well, if you don't want to make mistakes, see, remember I told y'all that, remember I told you about slavery? how we got stuck in the mindset of something for nothing with welfare and went down to generation unchecked. That's why we got so many. See, we don't know who we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with the offsprings of baby kids. Baby kids was rambunctious, and their offsprings are even worse than they were. That's who we dealing with. So consequently, we're talking about a lot of materialism. The people that we're dealing with, it's all about materialism for them. Okay. So anyway, listen, man. I got something to do tonight. Get my family together. We're gonna FaceTime each other for New Year's. So that should be pretty good. I've never done that before, but we're gonna do it. So anyway, I hope 2024 is prosperous.
Here's what I found.
Oh wait, no. I hope 2024 is prosperous. What's going on, Jay? Peaceful, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And may all of the seeds that you planted up until now come to fruition. Matter of fact, blessings from your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother all come back to you this year. Can you imagine? You know, I'm gonna tell you what I like to experience. I want to share this with y'all. I want to, because this is one of those. This is the 58th chapter of Isaiah, and I'm gonna go down to some of y'all need to read that chapter because it talks about the Sabbath. Okay. Listen to this. This is verse 13. If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight. Now, the Sabbath, your calendar goes from Sunday to Saturday. Saturday is the 7th day of the week. Okay? Saturday. Man's calendar goes from Monday to Sunday, but God's calendar goes from Sunday to Saturday. That's the difference. And a lot of people are stuck in tradition. That's why they go to church on Sunday. If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words. Then you shall delight yourself in the Lord, and I will cause you to ride on the high hills of the earth, and feed you with the heritage of Jacob your father. The mouth of the Lord has spoken. Man, when he say, I will cause you to ride on the high hills of the earth and feed you with the heritage of Jacob, you know how rich Jacob was? And that's what he gonna feed you with, the heritage of Jacob? Man, that's where I want to be. That's exactly where I want to be. That's what I want to experience. I want to see what it's like when God causes you to inherit wealth. And you know what? And this is what I'm coming to realize. God can only cause you when you let go. That's the only time God can cause you to do something, when you let go. And that is where the struggle is. Letting go. Because we want to know how it's going to work out. We want to know how it's coming, when it's coming. Will it be on time? We want to know, but let go. Let go. All right? All right, man. I'll be back tomorrow for my first broadcast of 2024. I'll be back tomorrow. I might do it tonight. I might do my first broadcast tonight. I just might do that. As soon as I get through with my kids, I just might do my first broadcast tonight. Get to jump on everybody else. Okay? All right, y'all. Be blessed, man. I wish everybody a happy new year. And may all of the bless to you and your family. Okay? And I pray that God put a hedge of protection around your kids. Yes. All right? Okay, Loca. All right? So I see y'all.